heavy quick firing battery had 4 guns mounted on top. All 4 are naval guns. We had 2 6-inch naval guns and 2 4.7-inch naval guns. The heavy quick firing battery was built in 1898 to 1899 and it incorporated part of the earlier battery. The structure was extended and it was completed in the 1900s. The building has massive thick walls, really thick, 1.3 Portland cement made from broken sand and stone. Semicircular bastions with a parapet, neatly shuttered in horizontal courses. Yeah, I've got a few more facts for you and then we'll crack on. Just behind me, just here, you can see the additional single-storey part of the building. Obviously I'll walk around and you'll be able to see this a little bit clearer. I propped up the camera here because it seems like the best place to talk to you guys, so yeah, bear with me. It's so hot. This fortress like World War II structure behind me actually wasn't the original one. There was a predecessor to it. I've got a really old picture of it, it's a bit grainy, but I'll try and throw that up as well. Obviously the next bit was the main bit that was built around the original bit, so that's the whole hugeness of it was built over the original bit with large arches, and then later on this extra bit here was plonked on the front of it. Behind me here you can see part of the original structure that's been bricked up, and then later on during World War II the storeroom was added here. One of the hoist rooms is behind this wall here, behind the stores, and it retains part of the original curved ceiling with the coarser bricks. It's believed that this site was built up and started as of the start of the Crimean War, and progressively got built upon and got more and more military fortifications, structures and weapons installed. You can see up in the distance on the left, that's a heavy quick firing battery, and then further in the distance you can see a plume of smoke that's coming from the new ranges. I can't really comment which battery it's coming from, but yeah, it's coming from the new ranges. Right guys, I've just got there. I'm going to do a quick walk round. On this side was the eastern observation tower. It used to go up another 15-20 feet above this structure. It came out what looks to be about 14 feet. So possibly 14 by, yeah, probably 14 foot square, and it would go up right up here. This was the stores room. Possibly where they do the copper readings, measuring the pressure after each shot from one of the 4 guns that sat up on top of this building. They probably had rags, oil, spill kits, ramrods and other cleaning materials to keep the barrels of the guns clean, lubricated and ready for quick fire. Right guys, yeah, when I was younger, a lot younger, we'd come up here and these doors were always open. They're obviously padlocked now. We used to climb on top of the door and get ourselves up onto the next ledge. And then back then there was like a little stall that only had 3 legs. But it was just enough for us to hoist ourselves up to the top and put ourselves up. But now I'm a lot older and my knees aren't very forgiving, so I made another way up. I came here last year sometime with Clive and I managed to climb up onto this little ledge, which I'm not going to do now because my knees will give in, and you can see inside. Now I don't know if you can see anything inside at the moment because it's broad daylight and I don't have my torch with me, but this gives you a rough idea. There's a shell hoist in this side and there's one on the other side too. The layout of the land around here was a lot different back in the day. There was a lot more buildings. I've got maps, I've got drawings that I might add if I can find them. I've actually got some pictures of this when it was actually in use. You see here where these bits of angle iron are bolted to the wall. There used to be a staircase that led up there. I think I have a picture of it. If I have, I'll add it. Yeah, sorry, observation post would have been here. The outer walls had lanterns that would light the entry side. Here we have the practice turrets. 1, 2, 3, and then right next to the building 4. On top of the main building there was 4 more. They were used by the trains, artillery and gun crew. And down here on the floor behind me here, these ones were the practice ones for the trainee soldiers. Buried beneath the tarmac, there's 2 upturned cannons buried underneath here, vertical facing, and they form part of the new stretch. Also on this bit of land here that bulges out, just here, this used to have another building on it, I think a drill shed. The structure has like a series of vents. Airflow mainly, I'm guessing, or possibly for drainage so that the water doesn't pool up top. There's structural damage on the concrete, which I believe was caused by a recoil of one of the bigger guns that were being tested here at the time. Also, right next to the heavy quick firing battery, if we come down and turn round, there's this barrier. This also used to have a gun that sat here, and that would be tested and firing out to sea in this direction, straight over the River Thames. These chain loops are here to brace the gun so that when it fires, the recoil doesn't make the gun jump. From this side, if you look at the main wall, you'll notice that there's an archway that's bricked over, and this is before World War II, when the structure was first made, built, constructed, whatever. And yeah, I'll add a picture of that in here too, so you have a rough idea of what the place looked like before it was used during World War II, as well as during, and now obviously afterwards. Well, I've just spoken to these guys that are leaving here. They wanted to know what this is, so I should have filmed it really, but I'm sure if they're watching, they'll know that they've spoken to me, and maybe they can drop a comment below. I've just got on top of the heavy quick firing battery. Thought I'd make use of having the ladders whilst I was looking in the water tank, or whatever the tank is, over on the commandant's field. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to have a quick nose round and film what's up here. Right guys, we've got a gun position here. There are 4 gun positions. This is one of them, and these are the bolts that the bed plate would attach to. And the gun would fire up over the Thames this way. Over here. Top of a shell hoist is over here. I don't want to get too close to the edge. But there we go. That's the shell hoist. Now we go this way. You've got the ammo stores. Steps leading up. Obviously the handrail's no longer there. And more ammo stores there. We've got these steps here. I think they're stone or marble. I'm not sure. Oh, they do have words on them though, so that's interesting. I didn't realise that before. I don't know if that's original or not, but I'll film it anyway. Top of the shell hoist, the ammunition hoist even. Here we come through to the second gun emplacement. Again, the bed plate bolts are in place. Ouch. Brambles get you even up here. Some kind of pole. In fact, I think it was part of a low railing that went round. This is blocked up. We can have a look inside. More there. Right, we've got more. There's quite a lot of storage space for the ammunition. I don't want to get too close to the edge of this one. Sketchy as you like. It's probably about 6 foot wide by about 5 foot deep, and then it drops a good 20-30 foot. There we go, looking back across. And another bed for a gun this side, facing the commandant's house and the officer's mess. Right, I'm going to get down now because it's getting a bit windy. I don't really like heights anyway, but I thought it was rude not to do this one since it's not very often I have a set of ladders with me, so I thought I'd make the most of it. Right guys, yeah, that's pretty much most of that one. Share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. De-evolved out.